Hey guys, this is Shannon with Nearly Organic Noshing, and I thought I would just show you a little bit of the progress that has been made on our camper. If you remember, or you may not, there was this horrible, if you can see that up there, flower printed wallpaper on the walls, and so Chris chose this blue paint. And to cover it up, we still have a little bit more painting to do, or Chris does. I am a horrible painter. But he's going to do a little bit more painting, and he put this trim around the edge just to kind of finish it off. And we still have work to do up in there. He's going to put siding in there that's the same as the counter, so it just looks continuous in there. So that's just going to be all kind of framed in. We still have to change out the stove here, the range and burners, and the hood that goes over. We're going to pull those out of the salvage camper, I believe, and change it out. And then this may end up going for my outdoor kitchen one day when I finally get that built. But for now, we're just going to go ahead and swap it out and use the one that works the best. And there are new faucets here. There was some leaking issues with the plumbing and the faucets, and they were mounted in an awkward place, so he changed that out. The hot water heater down here is getting pulled out. We did purchase a new hot water heater. It had an issue with the valve, I believe. So when we priced the cost of what it would be to repair the existing one, which is like 30 some years old, we decided it would just be cheaper and better in the long run if we went ahead and just put a new hot water heater. We looked at the on-demands, but we just elected to put a tank hot water heater. We took the old refrigerator out. That's what was here. And we have the salvage refrigerator outside, which I spent last weekend cleaning. Oh, it was so bad. But now it is clean and it smells like soft scrub when you open the door. And I will show that to you guys in a minute. But we're going to be putting insulation in here. Chris has already bought the insulation. And he is going to do something with the chimney and the venting system. I'm not sure exactly, but that is on the agenda, along with rerunning some gas lines, some new gas lines to the refrigerator, because the fridge that was here was not the original fridge. It was an electric fridge, and it had no propane option. So the salvage fridge, or out of the fridge out of the salvage camper, does have propane. So we are going to be putting that in here so we can run the fridge on propane. He has been busy in here also and has already painted this. This is the base to the frame for the bed. I wanted a bed that had storage in it, so that is what he is building right now. This whole section here will be storage, and it's going to have a hinged lid that opens up. It'll hinge right there, and there'll be some sort of assisted, some sort of an assistance to lift the hinge lid here. And all of this is going to be for extra bedding, cases of water, Gatorades, large bulk items that I'm not really going to have other places in the camper to store. So this is all going to be storage. And the back section back here is where the vent comes in from the furnace. So he's going to have to go and cut openings here and put vents here so that when the furnace is on, if we need to run the furnace, the heat can come out from under the bed and warm the room and not just be trapped all up in here. These right here are the original like nightstand type things that were in here. We're taking these out, and we're going to build nightstands that come all the way up to here and have doors on the front. This nightstand over here is going to be used to cover this up, the bottom portion, and then we'll just be able to access the top portion of the nightstand instead of the whole thing. But that's fine. We have enough storage. This area right here, it is not done. This is just kind of roughed in, is where the emergency window was. You can see it says exit right here. Now, we still want to be able to use this window in case of emergency. If you can see, these are jalousie windows all the way around, are jalousie windows. So if there was an emergency, we'd have to not only bust the glass, but bust the frame to try and squeeze out through the window. So to be able to use this still, he needed to make something so that we could quickly get the AC out and push out. So that's what he did here. These are just like little wing nuts with these arm pieces that fold down. So in case of emergency, if there was a fire or a gas leak or something going on at the other end, we just have to loosen the wing nut, pull the wood bar down on each side and push the AC out, and then we would be able to go out the window. Yes, the AC would get busted when it hit the ground, but $100 AC is not important in the large scheme of things if there's a fire and you're trying to get out. So we'll still be able to use this. He still has to finish sealing it in and painting it and all that, but we'll still be able to use this window in case of emergency. And then he's just going to run the cord down here. Now we do have a roof air conditioner, but it takes a lot of power to run the roof AC. This is just a small 5,000 BTU air conditioner. I think he got it for like under $120. I know it was on sale. I want to say it was a $100 right around there, but maybe 120, something like that. And this uses such a small amount of electricity in comparison to the large one that eventually we'd like to have enough solar and batteries to run the AC just with our solar and our batteries. But if we are having to run the generator, it just sips gas when we are running this compared to it running hard when we run the rooftop AC. And we're in Florida, so yes, we need AC, especially when we're going to be taking this into South Florida. Another thing that was done is this cabinet right here. There was a big closet here that has all been taken out, and you can see that there are components down here. Bit of a mess. I don't even know what they all go to. I know that they're going to go to the batteries and the inverters and all that. So he's figuring out how he wants to do the wiring, and I will have him explain that at a later date once it's all set up. But he's going to be building some sort of a cabinet here for all of the components to go into, and he is putting the batteries outside of the camper. He does not want the batteries inside the camper. He said it's just not safe to have all those batteries inside the camper. So he's going to have something here for the components. And let me get on the other side of this here. When he took the closet out, that side opened up. So he's going to take portions of the closet to close that in, so that you don't even see that was not a closed in storage cabinet there. It'll look like it was just meant to be. And then he wants to put a TV on this wall over here because, you know, a camper obviously needs 2 televisions. So I don't really care about the televisions, but he likes the idea of having one back here and one in the living room. So whatever, we're going to have 2 televisions. We already have them, so may as well. And then we're going to have more of these like brackets up here to hang things, to hang jackets. And we're going to take this shelf down. That's the shelf that people used to have in here to have their TV mounted on. So we have finished the floor, or Chris did. He's finished laying the floor in here. It's a different color. It was just too hard to try and match up flooring. He got a good deal on this. This is the life-proof flooring. You can't hurt this stuff. You know, you can submerge it. Water's not going to hurt it. You could completely just dump as much water on here. It's not going to hurt it. It's scratch resistant, gouge resistant. The dog's nails can't hurt it. It doesn't matter if it gets muddy or dirty. Just soap and water will clean it up. You can sweep it, and we will be doing this flooring throughout the whole camper. So that's about where we're at with the bedroom for now. He's working, mainly one room at a time, but as supplies come in, it's kind of getting spaced out where he can get it done and time-wise. So I'll go back this way, and I mentioned the refrigerator, the stove, the hot water heater. That's more of our flooring. He fitted the television he has here, and then that's the other television that will go in, and those are portions of the closet door that he will be Okay, this is the outside of the air conditioner. You can see the window is just propped up. We just have this up here to kind of make it a little more visible and to keep someone from knocking their head on the corner of this if they walk by. If they just come around the end of the camper and don't see it, they might run into it. But that just kind of shows you what it looks like from the outside. It's just tested in here. It's not permanently all screwed in because it still needs to be painted and sealed and all that. But that's what it looks like from the outside, and no one's going to see this. This is the back side of the camper that's going to be away from camp. So no one is going to be looking at that. It's a bit of an eyesore. These are those aluminum tanks. I think they're 40-pound aluminum tanks that came with the camper. Again, these are also 30-some years old. Took them down, had them tested, had them filled, and the seals and everything and the valves checked out. So these guys will go back on the front of the camper whenever we head out to camp. And then this is the refrigerator. Let's see. It is a Dometic, I believe. Yes, it says right there, Dometic refrigerator. It's the propane and electric. And it is so much better than what it was. Like I said, it had been in an abandoned camper, and we picked it up as a salvage camper. It was just absolutely trashed and nasty, but now all you can smell when you open the door is soft scrub, which makes me happy. We're gonna see if we can order some shelves or something to go in here, at least one, just so that we can make better use of this refrigerator. We have an appliance repair company, but unfortunately this is a very odd size refrigerator. It's not like a standard refrigerator to try and find shelving for. So there's a few spots that just won't come 100% clean, but this is 1,000 times better than what it was. So I will take what I can get. In the inside, I'd like to add a couple more shelves if we could, and we're gonna see about adding some more shelves into here also. But this is just camp. We'll just be using it on the weekends, and pretty good deal for the refrigerator and the stove that came out of the salvage camper. So that's where we are at for now. I will do another video later. Chris changed out all 3 of the vent fans on top, and I'll go over the kind of vent fans that he used and why he chose those and what's special about them. So that will be a later video, and hopefully we will have this thing up and finished in the next month or so. So keep an eye out for more videos coming up. All right, guys, hope you're having a great day. Almost forgot, we did pick up a couple of the IBC totes. One is going to be used for my garden area for water collection, and then the other one I believe we are going to be taking to camp. We do have to get the blue out of them. That's some non-toxic blue dye that was kept in them, so that's going to take a little bit of work to get all of the blue dye out, but they are in perfectly good shape other than that. We're going to get another one later for diesel, but for now this is what we're going to use for extra water collection. Okay guys, that is it. Hope you're having a great day.